Hello students, in the NCERT series, today we are taking chapter number 2, The Thief Story from The Footprints Without Feet. So, we will have the explanation, the summary and the NCERT questions which are at the back of the chapter. We will have all these in our today's explanation. So, first of all, let's start with about the author. सबसे पहले हम ऑथर के बारे में जानते हैं. द ऑथर ऑफ दिस चैप्टर इज रस्किन बॉन्ड, हु इज अ ब्रिटिश डिसेंट. He lives with his adopted family in Mussoorie, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, his novel in English. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. So, we have known about the author, Ruskin Bond. Now, we will discuss the theme of this chapter. The theme of this chapter is a thief and an innocent, kind-hearted man are depicted in the chapter The Thief Story. एक पर्सन है हरि सिंह जो कि चोर है और एक काइंड-हार्टेड काइंड पर्सन है अनिल. इन दोनों के बीच में जो ये स्टोरी डेवलप होती है और उससे जो कैरेक्टर में चेंज आता है हरि सिंह के, उसके बारे में हम धीरे धीरे जानते हैं. इट कन्वेज अ सिंपल बट मीनिंगफुल मैसेज टू सोसाइटी. इट एम्फसाइजेज ह्यूमन वैल्यूज एंड रिलेशनशिप्स. द कोटेशन स्टेट्स दैट ग्रीडी पीपल कैन बी रॉब्ड इजीली ऑफ देयर wealth, whereas honest and careless people are more difficult to defraud. That is exactly what the story is about. अनिल एक केयरलेस पर्सन है बट ही इज अ गुड पर्सन. थीफ उसके साथ में रहता है, मौका मिलते ही उसको चीट करता है, बट इससे अनिल पे क्या इफेक्ट पड़ता है. इन दिस स्टोरी द बॉय कॉन्स्टेंटली चेंजेस हिज नेम in order to avoid getting identified. As a result, he had few friends because he viewed them as troublesome. हरि सिंह एक चोर है तो वो ज़्यादा दोस्त बनाना पसंद नहीं करता क्योंकि उसको लगता है कि दोस्त आपके लिए मुसीबत ला सकते हैं. The story informs us that Anil was the only man the thief knew, who took him under his wing, taught him basic knowledge and treated him as a brother. हरि सिंह उसके पास एज अ सर्वेंट आया था, बट अनिल ने उसको एक छोटे भाई की तरह ट्रीट किया. वो उसको टाइम टू टाइम सेंटेंसेस बनाना सिखाता था, उसको नंबर एड करना सिखाता था, यानी कि वो उसकी लाइफ में चेंजेस ला रहा था और इसका इफेक्ट हिडन वे में हरि सिंह पर हो भी रहा था. द मैन कैरेक्टर हरि सिंह प्लान्स एंड प्लॉट्स टू रॉब द ओनली पर्सन हु केयर्स फॉर हिम. बट हरि सिंह इसी पर्सन को लूटना चाहता था, उसको रॉब करना चाहता था जो उसके लिए इतना हेल्पफुल था, जो उसको इतना सपोर्ट कर रहा था. हिज कॉन्शियंस प्रिवेंट्स हिम फ्रॉम डूइंग सो. धीरे धीरे उसका अनकॉन्शियस माइंड उसको जैसे समझाता था कि ये जो बुरा काम वो कर रहा है ये गलत है, और ह्यूमन वैल्यूज उसके अंदर धीरे धीरे डेवलप हो रही थी जिसका उसको पता भी नहीं चल रहा था. डिस्पाइट बीइंग नोटिस्ड, ही रिटर्न्ड द मनी विदाउट बीइंग noticed and was successful in his objective. Having good values in life can change a person's attitude towards life. According to thief story, अगर किसी इंसान के साथ अच्छा बिहेव किया जाए, उसको अच्छे से ट्रीट किया जाए, तो हो सकता है कि उसके अंदर ह्यूमन वैल्यूज डेवलप हों. अगर वो एक बुरा इंसान है तो भी वो धीरे धीरे करके सामने वाले की अच्छाई को देखते हुए खुद भी एक अच्छा इंसान बन सकता है. सो ये एक मैसेज या थीम इस चैप्टर की है. नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द समरी ऑफ दिस चैप्टर. सो द समरी ऑफ दिस चैप्टर इज दैट देयर इज अ बॉय नेम्ड हरि सिंह हु इज 15 years old. He befriends people in order to rob them. Watching a wrestling match, he met Anil. It was the 25th year of Anil's life and was living a casual existence. हरि सिंह एक चोर है 15 साल का. वो टाइम टू टाइम लोगों को चीट करता है, पहले उनसे दोस्ती करता है, फिर उनको चीट करता है, उनको रॉब करता है. इस बार उसको मिला है अनिल अनिल को उसने पहली बार देखा रेसलिंग मैच देखते हुए। अनिल एक सिंपल सा पर्सन है जो एक सिंपल लाइफ जीता है और वो एक अच्छा इंसान है। He only managed to earn a small amount of money. Hari Singh asked Anil for some work. Anil asked if he could cook and Hari Singh replied in yes. हरी सिंह ने उससे बात करना चालू किया, उसको थोड़ा फ्लैटर किया, उसको बोला कि यू लुक लाइक अ रेसलर, बट अनिल डिड नॉट गेट इम्प्रेस्ड। अनिल इससे इम्प्रेस नहीं हुआ। देन उसने सीधा ट्राई किया, उसने बोला अनिल को कि आप मुझे जॉब दे सकते हैं। तो अनिल ने उसको बोला इफ यू कैन कुक फॉर मी आई कैन गिव यू फूड। इन दिस वे ही टुक हिम टू हिज होम। Anil took Hari to his room, promising to teach him how to read, write, add numbers, as well as how to prepare delicious meals. As a cook, Hari Singh अनिल के घर में आया था, but वो अच्छा खाना नहीं बना सकता था. When Anil asked him to go out, he began to smile, and Anil smiled at him, and he patted his head and said, "Okay, you can live here. I will teach you how to cook delicious food, and I will also teach you how to write sentences, how to add numbers." Anil was feeling generous. He would give him Hari a rupee as a tip. The other day, Anil received a bundle of notes regarding his published articles. Anil was a writer, but his income was irregular. He was a careless type of person. When he has money, he celebrates with his friends, and the next day maybe he doesn't have a single rupee and he is borrowing money from his friends. तो इस तरह का इंसान था अनिल, जो कि रुपयों का ज़्यादा लालची नहीं था, बस वो एक लाइफ को एंजॉइंग वे में जीना पसंद करता था विद गुड वैल्यूज़। सो एक दिन ऐसा हुआ कि वो एक उसका कोई आर्टिकल पब्लिश होने वाला था, इसके लिए उसको कुछ पब्लिशर से पैसे मिले थे। सो ही टुक अ बंडल ऑफ नोट्स एट रूम, and what happened? Anil received a bundle of notes regarding his published articles. When Hari noticed the bundle under his mattress, he decided to keep the money. He stole the money when that was kept under the mattress during midnight. जो पैसे वो अनिल लेके आया था, हरी सिंह ने डिसाइड किया कि अब बहुत हो गया, अब टाइम आ चुका है, अब मुझे यहाँ से चोरी करके, ये पैसे चोरी करके चले जाना चाहिए। सो ही ऑब्जर्व्ड, उसने ऑब्जर्व किया कि अनिल जो है पैसे को बिस्तर के नीचे रख रहा है। अनिल ने हरी सिंह ने वो पैसा चुराने का सोच रखा था, तो उसने रात में वो पैसे चुराए और वो घर से भाग गया। He stole the money that was kept under the mattress during midnight when Anil was fast asleep. As soon as he left the hotel, he went to the railway station to catch a train to Lucknow. He missed the train and wandered around the city in search of it. He got soaked to the skin completely as it was pouring heavily. वो वहाँ से भागा, उसके रूम से भागा, और रास्ते में उसने देखा तो it was 6 notes of 50 rupees. और उसने डिसाइड किया कि इस पैसे से तो बहुत अच्छी सी लाइफ थोड़े दिन तक जी पाएगा, तो वो भागकर रेलवे स्टेशन पहुंचना चाह रहा था। उसने सोचा कि मैं 10:30 की जो लखनऊ एक्सप्रेस है वो मैं पकड़ के शहर छोड़ के भाग जाऊंगा। और जब वो भाग रहा था तब बारिश हुई, वो पूरा गीला हो चुका था। उसने जो पैसे थे वो अपने पैजामे में फंसा रखे थे। He got soaked to the skin completely as it was pouring heavily. पूरी तरह से भीग चुका था वो। As Hari was again feeling agitated and regretful, he began to regret stealing money from an honest man such as Anil, who treated him well. But अचानक से उसको फील हुआ कि कहीं वो कुछ गलत कर रहा है। इस तरह से एक अच्छे पर्सन को, जो अनिल जो एक काइंड हार्टेड पर्सन है, उसको रॉब करके इस तरह से भागना सही नहीं लग रहा था उसको। धीरे धीरे उसको मन में फील हो रहा था। सो फाइनली उसने डिसाइड किया कि ये गलत है। अनिल एक अच्छा पर्सन है, ये उसको फील हो रहा था। अनिल की वजह से वो काफ़ी कुछ अच्छा सीख रहा था। The cheating Anil was his fault since he was taught how to read, write and add numbers by him. Anil was devastated when Hari Singh suddenly changed his mind and decided to return to him. Finally उसने डिसाइड किया कि चाहे अनिल उसको कुछ भी बोले लेकिन वो घर पे जाएगा वापस और अनिल को पैसे दे देगा। और उसको कहीं ना कहीं डर भी था कि शायद हो सकता है अनिल उसको पकड़वा दे, पुलिस को बुलवा ले, बट उसके अब ह्यूमन वैल्यूज इतनी स्ट्रांग हो रही थी कि उसके साथ उसने जो बुरा किया उसके बदले में उसके साथ क्या होगा इसकी उसे परवाह नहीं थी। Despite the rainy weather, he kept the cash from where it was retrieved in the same spot. He woke up the following morning to find Anil was as normal as usual. Having earned 50 rupees, Hari was offered 50 rupees by the young man. वो वापस घर पहुंच गया, रूम पे पहुंच गया। अनिल अभी भी सोया हुआ था। उसने नोट्स निकाले और वापस मैट्रेस के नीचे रख दिए और सो गया। अब उसको सुबह लगा कि अनिल को कुछ नहीं पता लगा है, लेकिन अनिल ने उसको अगले दिन टी ऑफर की। हरि सिंह लेट उठा था और उसको 50 रुपीज दिए। तो हरि सिंह ने ये नोटिस किया कि वो पैसे अभी भी डैम्प थे, वो जो नोट था वो अभी भी गीला था, यानी कि अनिल को पता है कि रात में उसका पैसा लेके वो भागा था। Hari realized the money was still moist when he touched it. Anil understood Hari's mistake the previous night but didn't treat him as disgust or return him into the police despite being aware of it. अनिल को पता था कि हरि सिंह ने चोरी की है, फिर भी उसने हरि सिंह को कुछ नहीं कहा, ना ही उसने उसके साथ कोई बुरा बर्ताव किया और ना ही उसने पुलिस को बुलवाया, ना ही हरि सिंह को अरेस्ट करवाया। अनिल replaced this his promise with a promise to teach Hari how to write full sentences. Hari Singh became a noble human being out of gratitude and respect for Anil after this incident. इसके बाद अनिल ने उसको बोला कि अब मैं तुम्हें फुल सेंटेंसेस बनाना सिखाऊंगा, यानी कि मैं तुम्हें बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ाऊंगा। डांटने के बजाय वो उसको और एनकरेज कर रहा था अच्छी चीज़ों की तरफ। अब ये सब हरि सिंह के साथ बहुत अच्छा हो रहा था और हरि सिंह अब एक खुद नोबल पर्सन बन चुका था और अब वो अपनी सारी बुरी आदतें थेफ्ट को छोड़ चुका था। सो दिस वाज द समरी ऑफ दिस चैप्टर। नाउ लेट्स लुक about the character sketch, main characters sketch of this chapter. We have two characters in this chapter, Hari Singh and Anil. So there may be a question about Hari Singh's or Anil's character. So first of all, let's talk about the character sketch of Anil. So as we know that Anil was a kind and simple person. He was a kind-hearted person. He was tall and lean, stature and interested in sports like wrestling. In the starting of chapter we have known that he was slim and tall person. He was watching the wrestling match. He was not very rich and could not afford to employ Hari as a cook. He had the patience and goodness to not only teach Hari to cook but also to read, write and add numbers. Though he knew that Hari was stealing little bits of money from him, he ignored this fact. Anil was a writer who wrote for magazines and made money in fits and starts. He was a very trusting person. Even when he earned a large amount of money, he kept the money under his mattress and not under lock and key. He was generous and paid Hari when he got some money. Hari had tried to steal the money from him. He was forgiving and he forgave Hari the theft and continued to be good to him. So this was Anil, a kind-hearted person who was not very rich. He was a writer and he employed Hari Singh even if he need not him in a great manner. उसको हरि सिंह की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं थी एज अ सर्वेंट, फिर भी उसने उसको एम्प्लॉय किया. सो इट ऑल्सो टेल्स हिज गुडनेस. और आगे जाकर उसने उसको लिखाना पढ़ाना चालू किया और अपने अच्छेपन को भी वो जैसे धीरे-धीरे उसको सिखा रहा था। जब अनिल के पास पैसा आया, हरि सिंह ने उसको चुराया, फिर भी उसने उसके साथ कोई बुरा बर्ताव नहीं किया, बल्कि एक तरह से अपने अच्छेपन से ही उसने उसको सुधार दिया। Now we will talk about the character sketch of Hari Singh, who was a thief. So Hari Singh was a 15 years old boy who was an experienced and a successful thief. He was successful because of his cleverness and intelligence. He carefully planned everything before choosing his victims. He went to places where people would unsuspect him and win their confidence to get job. After some time, he would run away stealing money from there. Thus, he used to change his name to fool the police and his former employers. Thus, he was a liar. He was cruel enough to rob a simple and trusting man like Anil. He managed to steal 600 rupees from his house. Later, there is a transformation in the end of the story where he decides to come back to Anil and keep his trust alive. This shows that there is good in every bad person. He wanted to become an educated person in the future. He wanted to mend his ways and become clever and respected man and earn his livelihood honestly without stealing. Hari Singh was a thief. He thought himself as an experienced person. He met Anil. He robbed him. But he was learning good from Anil in a hidden way. Hari Singh was a person who always think about the right chance to rob Anil, and he got the chance. He robbed Anil, but after leaving the place, even if he had left the place, he could go anywhere. But because of his developing human values, he thought about Anil. He thought about goodness of Anil, and he also thought. He also thought about the bad deed he did with Anil, and he thought about going back to home and return the money to Anil. He thought about the education which was being provided by Anil to him. उसने फिर इस बारे में भी सोचा कि अनिल जो उसकी लिखाई पढ़ाई करा रहा है उसके बारे में उसका क्या होगा. Mean he was also interested in learning things. He was also interested towards education, about being educated. So finally, he took risk and went back to Anil's home, and due to Anil's good behavior, he permanently became a good person. Now, let's talk about the NCERT questions from the book. So, first of all, let's talk about read and find out questions which are on page number 8. So, the first question on page number 8 is, who does I refer to in this story? So, the story starts with Hari Singh's quote, I am a thief. So, here I is referring to the thief, Hari Singh. Question number 2, what is he a fairly successful hand at? So, वो किस चीज़ में अपने आप को एक्सपर्ट मानता था? He was a fairly successful hand at stealing and robbing people. चोरी के अंदर वो अपने आप को एक्सपर्ट मानता था. What does he get from Anil in return for his work? काम के बदले में हरि सिंह को अनिल से क्या मिल रहा था? When Hari asked Anil if he could work for him, Anil said that he could not pay him. Finally, the agreement was that if he would cook, then Anil would feed him. However, Anil soon found out that he did not know how to cook. Therefore, he taught him how to cook and later how to write his name. He promised he would teach him how to write whole sentences and how to add numbers. Apart from this, when Hari went out to buy the day's supplies, he would make a profit of ₹1 a day. अनिल के पास काम करते हुए हरि सिंह को मिल रहा था एजुकेशन. अनिल उसको सिखा रहा था सेंटेंसेस कैसे लिखते हैं, नंबर्स को कैसे ऐड करते हैं, और हरी सिंह को लग रहा था इस तरह से वो एजुकेटेड होके अपने काम में और अच्छा कुछ कर सकता है। इसके अलावा डेली रिक्वायरमेंट्स की चीज़ें खरीदते हुए वो 1 रुपीज़ की चोरी कर लेता था, या हम कहें कि 1 रुपीज़ वो बचा लेता था जिसको अपने पास ही रखता था। नाउ read and find out questions from page number 10. How does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? The thief thought that on discovering the theft, Anil's face would show a touch of sadness. The sadness would not be for the loss of money but for the loss of trust. किस तरह से रिएक्ट करेगा अनिल? तो उसको पता था कि अनिल एक केयरलेस टाइप पर्सन है, एक गुड पर्सन है। उसको पैसों के बजाय हरी सिंह ने जो धोखा दिया उसकी वजह से वो सैड होगा, उसकी वजह से उसके चेहरे पे एक्सप्रेशन होगा दुख का, सैडनेस का। What does he say about the different reactions of people when they are robbed? अलग अलग तरह के लोगों का कैसा रिएक्शन होता है? In his short career as a thief, he had made a study of men's faces. When they lost their goods, he said that the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, and the poor man showed acceptance. लालची आदमी को तो डर लगता है, अमीर आदमी केवल गुस्सा करता है और गरीब आदमी इसको एक्सेप्ट कर लेता है। Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? क्या अनिल को पता था कि उसको लूट लिया गया है? Yes, Anil had realized that he had been robbed. He knew his probably because all the notes were wet and damp from the rain. However, he did not say anything to the thief and behaved normally. And also, he promised Hari Singh to pay regularly. Now, we are having the questions from the back of the chapter. So, the first block is think about it. Question number 1, what are Hari Singh's reactions to the prospect of receiving an education? Do they change over time? What makes him return to Anil? In this chapter, Hari Singh have talked about education 2 times. First, when he started working with Anil, when Anil started teaching him, he thought that it would be very good for him and for his work of robbing people. And secondly, when he robbed Anil, when he was near the railway station, he thought about the education in a good way. सेकेंड टाइम जब उसने एजुकेशन के बारे में सोचा तो एक गुड वे में सोचा कि पढ़ लिख कर वो बहुत कुछ अच्छे काम कर सकता है. सो Hari Singh's reactions to the prospect of receiving an education changed over time. When he started living with Anil, he wanted to be literate so that he could become a more cunning thief. Later on, there is a change in his heart. He wants to earn respect in life. Probably he is influenced by the calm in Anil's life. Although both of them depend on irregular sources of income. But Anil seems to be more satisfied. Hari Singh develops a desire to be part of the civilized society. Question number 2. Why does not Anil hand the thief over to the police? Do you think most people would have done so? In what ways is Anil different from such employers? So, अनिल को पता था कि हरी सिंह ने उसके साथ धोखा किया है, उसके पैसे चुराए हैं, फिर भी उसने हरी सिंह को पुलिस को हैंड ओवर क्यों नहीं किया, उसके साथ फिर भी और अच्छा बिहेव क्यों किया? क्या ऐसे लोग होते हैं दुनिया में? Anil does not hand the thief over to the police because he has put the money back at its place. It shows that he realized his fault. He wants to make amends for his ways. He must have felt guilty with himself. Anil wants to give him one more chance and therefore forgives him. No, in today's world, most people would not have done so. Although it must be done, but such sort of patience and compassion are rarely found nowadays in this human world. One more thing here, if an opinion based question is asked to you, अगर आपसे एक opinion based question पूछा जा रहा है and it is asked what you think, positive or negative, then you can answer in positive or in negative, it's your choice, but your answer should be justified. If you are answering in yes, justify your yes, justify your affirmation, and if you are answering in no, then your negation should also be justified. It should be logical. Do you think people like Anil and Hari Singh are found only in fiction, or are there such people in real life? अनिल और हरि सिंह जैसे लोग क्या कहानियों में ही होते हैं या रियल वर्ल्ड में भी होते हैं? So again, I suggest you can answer in yes or no. If you are answering in yes, give the details of your logics, means your answer should be justified. Same with if your answer is in no. So here is the answer is in no. No, I don't think that people like Anil and Hari Singh are found only in fiction. There are such people in real life also. Although such people are rare in today's society, if one is caught stealing, people will first beat him severely. Then he will be handed over to the police. It should be realized that a human being is bound to commit error. One chance for reforming oneself must be given. This is the only way to bring anyone to right path. Punishing severely is not the only solution. Strictness can be make them absolute criminal. So this is the answer. Question number 2. Do you think it is a significant detail in the story that Anil is a struggling writer? Does this explain his behavior in any way? In the story, we found that Hari Singh told that Anil is a writer. He writes for magazines and his income is irregular. Always he is expecting his next check. So whenever he gets money, he celebrates with his friends, and just very next day he becomes the borrower. So does this behavior affect the story? So the answer is Hari Singh's observation about Anil getting irregular income and Anil's statement about his sale of a book to a publisher indicates that he is a struggling writer. He lives life according to the flow of money he gets at a given time. When he gets the money, he enjoys eating out with his friends. When he is having less money, then he even doesn't accept paying salary to Hari Singh. So this behavior of Anil shows that he is a good person. He is not much very serious about the life. He is only living the life, he is only enjoying the life, and he doesn't take things so seriously. Now the last question, have you met anyone like Hari Singh? Can you think and imagine the circumstances that can turn a 15-year-old boy into a thief? As I have told you, nowadays opinion based questions are being asked a lot in exam in CBSE board. So you should also prepare about those questions. And this is also the question from the same category, opinion based question. So it's your choice how you answer the question, but it should be sensible answer, it should be a good answer, and it should have the full answer to the question. So here the answer is, I have met several people who help needy people and help them, especially in becoming literate. 15th year is a very dangerous phase of life as it is teenage. A deep scare on mind or a deep sense of greed can make criminal out of ordinary boys and girls. There is a chance of Hari Singh getting a sound rebuke from his parents for asking some costly thing, or there is equal chance of Hari Singh spoiling his consumption pattern beyond his means. So this is the answer to this question. So we have had the theme, the explanation, the summary of this chapter, and we have also discussed NCERT questions. So I hope you have enjoyed this chapter, this explanation. So, prepare well, have a good day, bye.